Hey guys, how are you doing? This is Zev from Z Outdoors and I hope you're having an awesome day. So today I'm at the Bulk Gathering 2023. If you're unfamiliar with the Bulk Gathering, it's all things related to wooden bulk gathering held here in the west of England in the county of Hereford at the famous Brook House Farm. Brook House Farm has a lot of history behind it, pioneered by the famous Mike Abbott, the famous greenwood worker. And moving forward to today, you've got the Bulk Gathering now, which has been running for a few years now, and every year it just gets bigger and better. Now what it is, the main focus of the bowl gathering is, like I said, bowls. So you're looking at bowl lathe, you're looking at hand carving and anything kind of receptacle related, right? So you've got cookers and little bowls and even spoons and all of that good stuff. So what it is, the way this event works is it's spread out over a few days. Over the Wednesday and Thursday is the pre-bowl courses. So these are like typically 1 or 2 day full-time courses that you go very in depth with a select group of instructors. Then on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday is the main event. On the Friday people arrive, in the evening there's an induction, then you book onto courses for that afternoon, and then over Saturday and Sunday you have a myriad of a plethora of workshops, demonstrations, courses, interacting, selling. It's a very, very laid back environment. There's a lot of very, very talented people here, not just from the UK, but also from abroad. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to insert just a tiny bit of footage from a few of the courses that were going on in the pre-bowl course. And then after that, we're going to get straight on to the induction for the main weekend and the rest of this video. This video is going to be quite bitty with a lot of little things kind of going on. This video is more designed to give you a bit of an insight, right, into the myriad of courses, activities. And needless to say, I will put a link below to the Bulk Gathering website. You can find out more information about the event itself. And with all that being said and done, I hope you enjoyed the rest of this video of Bulk Gathering 2023.
Bring the thumb behind. So that's like 5
center, you can make pivots toward the wood you're trying to cut, and you're not going to move into this 90 degrees. That's going to be a full cut. Yeah. So you have to stay under 30 degrees at all times. That's what we've been doing. We just haven't described it that way.
Throw these by easing them out. So there's the 2 ties at the top to be able to do that. And then, so we'll join the 3 into here. So because that's leaning in, we want to encourage those to come. But what you have with you did have 2 bits of this that I gave you. I don't know if you...
Well, I could only buy 1.
So, because when you, what that will give you is some control to make the shape. Yeah. You need your glasses.
There we are.
Director's cut.
I've been thinking exactly the same thoughts. What, they're happy or just happy friends, or that you need to be happy friends?
Different lights get refracted through that oxide now. Yeah, if you want to be flashy, you can put them back on your gas. Yeah, but it's not much heat. No, it was just a really quiet fire, wasn't it? So, and you can do it in the oven. Like some people put the whole tool in the oven, turn it to 360 raw, and that'll give you a score. But that doesn't take advantage of this ability to put a spring steel just there and a sharp there. So you've got these two radically anymore. So quenching bucket can go somewhere over there. Right, so whoever's first and second, everyone can start laying their tools up on there, okay? Go for it. Gently, gently, someone on the blower, a little bit of coal extra there. Sorry, Geoff. You're going for the safety zone, are you, Geoff?
Indeed.
Okay. Someone commit and put their tool there. That's going to run fastest, so make it so your cutting edge doesn't hit the file, but it's just beyond that point there. You see that hot blast there? You want to keep it away from there. You can get another 2 or 3 tools there. So go for it, Ian. You put a couple on. That's it. And everybody else can just put theirs warming, yeah? Oops. So in about 5 minutes now, these beautiful colours will start burning.
I'm just going to try and get rid of those gnarly bits. And cut them down a bit. Fat in the bottom of the core there.
Right.
So we can take a bit more out here.
Take a little bit of both. I would focus on.
Oh! You're under pressure now.
Doing that, that's obviously going to grow this diameter. Yeah. It's going to get bigger. Yeah. So you'll then need to offer it up and take some more fat.
You'll take some more first.
Now, she's still in there, and it runs. How does it run? Okay. Okay.
I'm not sure. This is beginner.
Oh yeah. Charcoal. Heat metal with charcoal.
All right. Not.
Complete sense.
This is going to be field teaching now, so engineer fingers,
Yeah.
lots of that. So you're getting the bottom's lovely.
Yeah.
There's something going on about there where the radius changes quite steeply, all right? So that's probably about tipping it right over, almost stupid angle to get the angle. You feel it?
Yeah.
So it's coming up tighter at the end.
Yeah. I can feel a little bump in there.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what you need to be doing. So you're on an 80 at the moment.
Yeah.
You don't have to go mad right now.
Yeah.
But by the time you're down to 65, you need to be as smooth as you can get it.
Yeah.
All right?
Touching.
No.
It wants just to be touching on this bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So along here like that.
Okay.
There you go. Just like that.
So keep doing that.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
it.
So what was happening is you dropped down a bit low,
Yeah.
and that had meant that this bit of the tool was what was cutting and not the rounder bit.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you were
yeah,
you were like dragging a flat bit
Yeah.
across
yeah,
there, and that's
yeah.
what was digging on.
As soon as you started coaching me, then I moved and changed my angle completely.
Yeah, yeah. So
drop it in and put the don't go too far, otherwise it's...
When we're drilling in,
yeah, more or less. I stopped early. Look.
have a look.
Such a good shape. Yes, it's a pass.
It's a pass.
Beautiful, yeah. Nicely done. You got that spring of the blue, and then the sharpness, the hardness at the end to keep that edge. Perfect.
So this is your sharpness test.
Yeah. Look at those twiddles. It's a beauty. Yeah, I'd say that's sharp. Yeah, nice. Another good hook. So
Slam it into the... Not slam it into the handle. Pop it in the
yeah,
handle.
just drop it into the handle. Don't go too far because it'll split it out. So, you know, that sharp bit will act as a wedge.
Yes.
So listen to the note change. It's very subtle, but.
Yes, and that's the last one. No.
So that's the starting point there, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
So from that you forge the adze head and then the handle.
Yes,
thereafter.
made the handle. Yes, and we're just about finished, just about fitted it. So,
Lovely.
happy days.
I've realised I just turned and I just catch a lot. Like,
To put pressure on people.
alright? So yeah.
You're going to have to explain to Zed what it is, and then you're going to have to split it in half. If there were cracks already, that's the cracks we'd use.
Okay.
But put it on as best you can, sort of, with your one here, for example, you put it on both surfaces like that. Give it a strong tonk, go over to the other side, give it a tonk.
Okay, simple as that.
Yeah. Safe, ready, excited.
Have a look for an existing crack.
I kind of want to actually, can I just go and get my camera?
I'm curious what it'll be. Nobody knows.
Tell us what it is. What is it going to be?
It should be a hedgehog. Hey.
What are we?
Whoa, it's a hedgehog. with a bit of a high back. But
that's for the spikes.
Yeah, right.
You're going to carve the spikes in it soon.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Okay. Who's next?
All right.
Thanks.
Well done. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
So good.
My sheep.
Yeah.
So, supposed to be a sheep. A flock of sheep, actually.
It's a sheep.
Wow.
Got a bit of a pointy nose, but it's a sheep. Carve it up. Yeah.
You said it would have a pointy nose though, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Brilliant, man.
But then you told me you should have a pointy nose.
Yeah.
So no, just gonna carve it up.
So
great.
good.
Yeah, great. Well,
Amy?
Right, this way up, I take it.
Yeah. So
It's supposed to be a cat with a bobble tail on
so
it.
kind of put it like that between the two. So.
I lost a bit of cat. Or random object. I mean, I don't know if it's a cat yet. That kind of does look cattish with a bobble tail. Or it could be a rabbit. Or it could be one of those like pikas, you know, those little South American ones.
All those things.
Yeah, a gopher.
Or that rare Pokemon that you only get in purple and gold.
There we go. It's the rare one.
We made 3 animals in one ring.
Right.
That's what happened on the first time I did it. Someone was like, it's a sheep. No, wait, it's a llama. No, wait, it's a goat. No, what's this going to be? Okay.
Sheep. It's a sheep!
Awesome! Yay!
How thin that goes in.
I put it on one leg, and then I'm pinching kind of between my leg and my hand, and I'm just squeezing across and going across the grain, so you don't want to go with the grain. So just slicing it off, and you just want to watch that you don't nick the foot, or when you're doing the inside you don't want to nick the rim. And yeah, that's the way I do it. But there are loads of different ways of doing it. So however you find that it's comfortable for you.
That's great. Thank you.
That's the badger.
Right. Thank you very much, Flo.
You're welcome.
This is.
Either clamp it or put it in. Rosie, I'll show you how to get these triangles off, because you just missed that if you want to come out.
Oh, sorry.
You're going to put the flat of your chisel onto the pencil mark and then just knocking down gently, and then you'll get that little triangle off. And yeah, if you're not quite close enough to any of these lines with the saw, then you can do that as well. Okay. And then you can use your chisel to kind of clean up. So I'm just going to pop that under there. Put your leg over there. So you can use your finger on it to give you some control, and then just gently run over these scratty bits and make it smoother. And as you get to here, if that's kind of stuck, then get your chisel round, again flat on this, and just clean it up. So you've got a nice flat surface like that.
Welcome to the bowl gathering. I know that a lot of you have been here for a week already. I can't believe that this is the beginning of the bowl gathering. Yeah, welcome. This is the 6th year we've done it, and every year it's growing a little bit, and yeah, becoming more and more beautiful. So welcome to everyone who's just arrived today, and yeah, it's going to be hopefully more of this amazing weather. I've got a few boring things that I need to get through and just say, and then we'll kind of kick things off. First of all, I just wanted to say a really, really big thank you to all of the people who've come to volunteer and help build what you can see in the early part of the week, and also to all of the instructors, all of you who've come from far and wide to teach. It's so amazing, the people that we managed to get here for this. Yeah, a massive thanks. And while we have some of the best instructors in the world here, as Matty said at the Northern Bowl a few years ago, everybody here has something to share. This is kind of what makes this event so beautiful, is that there's just constant skill sharing and knowledge sharing, and that's really lovely to see. So, you know, if this is your first time here, don't feel like you're only going to learn something if you sign up for a course, or you know, there's stuff happening everywhere. Everyone's very friendly and approachable, and you know, in general, everyone is always really happy to share those skills. So please take advantage of that and help the whole thing grow. Courses over the weekend, we've just kind of finishing our Prefest courses, which are the kind of more in-depth 1 or 2 day courses. They've kind of come to an end, or are coming, you know, finishing up today. So for the rest of the weekend, the way it will work is that we'll be doing courses of differing length. Generally, they're about 3 hours long, and the sign-up is here. So we'll have a session this afternoon. So the sign-up for these courses will start at 2:30, and the courses themselves will start at 3 o'clock, and they'll be 3 hours. So, or some of them are 2 hours, but yeah, mostly they're 3 hours till 6 o'clock. Tomorrow we'll have a 10 till 1 session, and then a 2 till 5 session. and there might be differing lengths kind of in amongst that. There'll also be kind of demos and talks and things like that, which will be on this board. They'll be happening at random times in random places, so just keep an eye on what's on there, and do go along and listen to the things being shared. On Sunday we'll just have a morning session, so it will be a 10 till 1 session, and then after that we'll have our kind of charity raffle, which I'll talk more about in a second. Then we'll have the big silly egg and bowl race, and then we'll start packing the festival down. The craft wood will be kind of piled up in a shady spot just over there, like at the corner of that big marquee. We'll try and keep it kind of topped up. If you hear the chainsaw running and you want a specific piece of wood, please don't all kind of run down and queue for it. You just have to wait until we bring it up. You can ask us, and the next time we do some chainsawing, we'll try and get what you want. It's not really possible for us to kind of cut bespoke bits of wood for everyone who needs it. What we've done in the past is bring some bigger bits up, and if somebody if you want like an extra long piece or something like that, there'll be some saws around to cut it yourself. But we'll generally be kind of cutting discs of wood that are to be cleaved and turned into bowls, and bits that can be split into billets for spoons as well. That being said, let me know. Either me or Jarrod will probably be doing chainsawing, so do feel free to tell us. I can't guarantee that we'll be able to cut every single bit of wood that everyone needs, but we'll do our best. But yeah, please try and it's just dangerous if we're chainsawing and people start coming up to ask us questions. It's just not safe. So if you hear the chainsaw, don't come running, please. Yeah. There's a tea and coffee station just over there. There's a little sign, but tea and coffee station. Again, that will we'll keep that topped up with hot water. There's also kettles on the fire. We've got volunteers kind of looking after that space at all times. So again, if anything runs out, just give one of us a shout and we'll try and get it restocked. That kind of brings me on to the next thing. I'm sure that lots of you have heard that sadly this bit of land that we're on is being sold, which is a very sad thing. But it is what it is. So we've decided this year that the hot pyramid over there, we've decided to make it an offerings pyramid. If anyone wants to add some kind of offering to Brookhouse Woods, since Mike built this place nearly 20 years ago, this has been a very significant place in the kind of green woodworking and craft world, and this may very well be the last kind of crafty gathering at this place. So if anyone wants to offer anything at all, a thought scribbled on a bit of paper, a bit of wood, something, there's a big bale of hop string down there, feel free to just tie it to the pyramid. And on Sunday, at the end of the day, we'll tip the pyramid over onto the fire and offer it up to the gods of the woods to say thank you for this amazing spot, kind of hosting all that it has over the years. Obviously, it's not a very nice thing that we're going through, kind of that this place is being sold, and I'm sure lots of people are curious about it. I'd really like to not have to spend the whole weekend talking about it. So please accept that as the full explanation of what's going on, because there's not a huge amount of extra details that I know. We will hopefully get another bit of land and continue having bowl gathering on our own land. At the very least, we'll find a bit of land to rent and continue having the bowl gathering. We own all the structures and the marquees and stuff. And as magical as this place is, the bowl gathering isn't here. The bowl gathering is you guys. So in whatever form that takes, we'll continue doing this. So please don't, while this is very likely the last bowl gathering on this land, it certainly won't be the last bowl gathering. And we look forward to sharing news of where that might be. We don't know about next year. It might be at a time when we're all moving house. It might be too much to handle, but we'll try and keep people posted on social media and on the website and stuff like that. But we certainly will be doing this in future years. We really hope that by this time next year we'll kind of be settled somewhere, or we will have kind of sorted out another venue to rent. But at this time we can't really say for sure. I think Sharif wanted to say a couple of things, and then we'll quickly hand over to Kirk just to give an explanation of there's a kind of sign-up process for a big tournament of a game called Toad in the Hole, which is probably the thing we take most seriously at the Bowl Gathering. So Kirk will explain how that works in a moment, but I think Sharif wanted to say something briefly. So once again, thank you guys so much for being here, and thanks again to all those people who've been here this week setting up. It's just been such a lovely week. And I really hope you all have an amazing weekend. All right, lots of love.
Thank you. I know it's really meltingly hot, so I'll be quick. I've recently had the pleasure to meet George Laley's great nephew, and he has been on what he calls the Laley quest, travelling to find out more about George Laley, and a couple of things that he's learned, he's sending through to me as he kind of learns. And on the way here, the day before...
Say who George Laley is.
Sorry, in case anyone's been hiding under a rock and doesn't know who George Laley is at the Bowl Gathering, he was known as the last bowl turner. He was the last person in this country making wooden bowls on a pole lathe, production style, when everyone else around him had gone on to electric lathes. He stayed with the old way. He believed that was the right thing to do. Anyway, so is that enough, do you think?
Yeah.
So, that's all right. So he sent me, on the way here, I got an email from him, from Brian, George's great nephew, with a newspaper clip that he just found. I'm just going to read it to you, it's really short. It's called The Happiest Man. A recent reference in our news column to Mr. George Laley, the 83-year-old craftsman of Bucklebury, Berkshire, has interested a Coventry reader, Miss Adkins of Spencer Road. Mr. Laley is the last craftsman of his kind in the country. He makes wooden bowls and platters by hand using a method that goes back to the Middle Ages, and usually, I gather, he does not take particularly kindly to sightseers who go to watch him at work. When Miss Adkins visited him some time ago, however, he apparently decided she was seriously interested in his craft. He let her choose a piece of elm, and then he worked it into a bowl for her, and she now possesses 2 Laley bowls, of which she is very proud. Mr. Laley, described as the happiest man alive, is sad about just one thing. There is no one to succeed him in the craft his family has carried on for 3 centuries. And I would just like to say, if he could see what's happening now, he'd probably realise that he doesn't need to be sad about anything at all.
Not as hard as glass, because glass is fire.
Toad Creek.
Right. So that's who's the best at creating it in a different way?
Yeah.
Very stable.
Yeah, not moving.
Oh yeah.
Needed to go through a thing. I was wondering, shall I?
My dad's about to catch me first.
yesterday, and that took a huge period of time, and it just meant. Go.
I love how like keen.
Thank you. Pokey stick. Waxy knife.
Thank you.
Right, should we just...
Probably film it on 16 minutes. And then you can develop black and white film using these. That was the thing I discovered on my screen. So it means
try and get some nice long ribbons to come out from here. Maybe.
I've got some from earlier if you want to put them in.
Yeah.
You can do it that way, yeah. Start there.
Sounds like you're doing good. Like, it takes a bit of getting used to. Yeah, definitely think about it. And the other thing to do is just if it's taking like big shavings off, tip it back that way. Yeah. So you kind of want it only just cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. That's it.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. Pretty cool. So same kind of thinking as that. Be working slightly above centre on this one. Try and keep a light touch, so you're not like you're just trying to hold in position and let the tool run. And as you bring it this way, it should be like cutting wood on this side of the tool. So you're kind of trying to pull a layer out rather than like cutting grooves. All right. Like that.
Martin was making some weird noises, and I thought, we really got to stop. Because the second day was easier getting into it.
Yes. But it was a lot more heavy work. I mean, we'd done all the heavy forging on the first day. The second day was a long day.
Round that.
Yes, how do you run these things in the field? The smallest, cheapest power pack. And it's amazing how long it can run for, but
Let it all out. Yeah. To be honest, I was like, when we went like it's like damn because I was just so angry at everything. You know, when everything's built up for a long time and then you just let it go.
Assuming you can take it. You're officially bored. Gonna go.
It does not want to. Yeah. But it shouldn't need that degree of. It shouldn't have that amount of strength.
Safety spectacles, people.
Should you get a little bend as well?
Yeah, that's all. Well, if I'd left it overnight, I'd expect it to
Yeah,
like
just
glass,
straight
but like, at least it broke this time. Yes.
Trying to see in comparison.
Yeah, that's bigger. I can feel it, yeah. You need a microscope.
And I think,
Yeah, that one's cool. Yes, that's
much closer.
Yes, that one we did some good. We did lots of thermocycles on, and that hardened and broke nicely. So.
But I've definitely snapped a couple of hooks of other people's, and it's been
looking like that.
A lot more coarse than that.
Yes.
More than
that.
Yeah.
That's not awful, but
one they bought.
Yeah. Oh right, yeah.
Not mine. They're all Holly.
Because it's finer. I've not seen any difference. I've got both. I can't tell the difference. So yeah, let's just have a look at how you're going to strop that and see your technique. Oh yes, you're left-handed. Yes, yeah. Keep it try and keep it a little bit flatter. You were a little bit tilting up like that. Just keep it a little bit flatter. And how hard are you pressing?
Not so hard.
Right. Look, I'll just show you, and I'll try showing you with my left hand. I'm here, and you can see well, there isn't much black on there. Oops, let's get to there. I'm really twisting it round. And there's a little bit more black on there. I'm just going to use my right hand because I'm more confident there. I am really slapping it in, and look at that. Yeah, I'm not pussyfooting about. It is. The harder you push your metal into the abrasive, the more you take off. So if you're just doing that, I would have to do 500 strokes like that for one stroke like that. I don't want to take that long. So, and then you can just work on the edge, but try not to lift that up too much. It's almost flat, and I'm twisting it round like that. So.
Could that help? Oh, yeah.
Right, okay, this is all. I've put this round another one.
All right.
And I need to take this off and take this off because it's too sort of spongy. So we'll put that one on. So we're now on 2,500.
Yeah.
And
is there any particular brand of sandpaper you get, or not really bothered?
I'm very bothered.
Right.
I'm very bothered.
That.
Right. Okay, you can buy cheap silicon carbide or aluminium oxide. No, that's silicon carbide. Was it aluminium oxide? I can never remember. Oh, bugger. Wet and dry paper. You can buy that cheaply, really go slow and really concentrate. You can buy it cheap from places like Toolstream or Triton or cheap shops. And you go, oh yes, that's a good deal. And you start using it and it goes blunt immediately. All the grains just fall off.
Yeah.
I buy mine from the polishing shop.
Right.
They use Matador and is it Seat or Sayat? Sayat, I think.
Right.
Really good makes.
Right.
And it's but I sell sheets of it anyway.
Right.
If you just want to, and I sell kits and all sorts. Yeah, try and twist just a slight off movement.
Like that.
Yeah,
Like that.
coming that way each time.
Yeah.
That's nice and shiny now, isn't it? I can also almost see my face in it.
Right, okay. Everything except sulphate.
Yes.
You're going to film that way.
Almost just naturally, around a bit too
Funny, I've had versions of the same like conversation with several people now. Everyone just feels really comfortable here.
You happy with it? I am, yeah. Yeah, I was aiming for something akin to your big blue bowl, but maybe a bit ambitious.
What was his? I didn't hear it.
That's on have a go on it. It used to be even on the flank of their wood. Does he make the blade?
No, he's not a blade to day rate, 6 hours.
Who's he work with again?
Hungarian maker, I don't know. He also works.
Chip carving is really quite hard.
Yeah, it's a lot more precise
This
work.
is the beginner version. Slowly, slowly.
It's good though, it's not too thin, it's like...
Perfect.
It's perfect, it's like...
This is perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty perfect.
וואו.
מתי נקבל קערות ממך? רוצה את זה? כן. חשבתי לשים את זה פה בצדקה. לא, אני רוצה את זה. Number how many balls? צריך לשים משהו בצדקה. שים כפית. It's out across the valley. Yeah, mixing around, yeah. I get them. I get Swedish oil which has been boiled and exposed to sunlight and oxygen, and it's just cured in about 6 to 8 months.
too long. Far too long, really.
So when you're at the bowl gathering, you have the ability to sell your wares and have a very relaxed rule around putting your stuff up for sale. And it doesn't have to be bowl related, there's many different crafts. So you can lay around the venue and have a specific section here, which we'll have a look at now in terms of wares that people from all parts of the country and abroad have come to sell, and for people that are attending the venue to have a look at.
Long straight hair, usually tied up in a ponytail. Yeah, just kind of white balls, not crazy. Blue eyes. No, I don't even before this. We got both mine and Andreas. I'm sure. And then I'm sure it went though. I don't. I was going to be really lovely. It was so cool. And I'm like,
Nine points. Boom. Oh, I like that game.
That's it. If you just stay there for a couple of seconds, that's it. Now you just go up.
You got the finishing pass,
Yeah.
which is nice and light.
Yeah. That's it. Maybe one more go. Another,
From the bottom there.
Exactly.
This join is just a little bit annoying. Just let it be a little bit lumpy and then keep going and then wind it up and you start fresh on the other side, maybe. I might have to have a little rescue mission there.
Yeah.
Okay. So just wind up a little.
How does this go?
So good.
When in doubt, just wind up a little.
No.
Okay, let's see here.
But it's still a bit new doing it this time. I've never done it this way, but I'm a bit spinning.
Okay.
But this is really tricky.
It's too tight. I'll just wind it up again until I get so that this finger can kind of help untwist.
Board, if you get one on the top, you get 1 point. If you get one in the hole, you get 3 points. But there are a few extra rules on top of that. Just a few. If you get all 3 on the top, you get a bonus point, so you get 4 points. 2 toads touching, an extra throw, next go if you remember. Stacked toads, double points for all toads involved in the stack, if they stay in the stack. Maybe they won't. There's a slight slant on the ball, we'll maybe address that. Double points for all toads involved in the stack. Teetering toads. So if a toad is teetering on the edge of the board, there's a danger you're going to knock it off and lose that point, so you can call it safe before you throw your next toad. Likewise, if you've got a toad teetering on the edge of the hole, if you knock it in without calling it first, you just get the 3 points. But if you knock it in when you call it, you get the original point for the toad being on the board and the 3 points for it going in. So you get 4 points for a called toad before you knock it into the hole. It's a new rule. Thank you very much, Lee. Yeah. A toad that comes to rest on its edge, a standing toad, you get a bonus point. If it's standing inside the hole, and when it's lifted up, it's still unassisted, like so. It's called the middle finger, and you get a bonus point for that as well. It's a new rule. Ask me. A rolling toad. So if the toad rolls off the board and rolls back towards you, if you can catch it without crossing the oche, whilst it's still moving, you can throw that toad once more. So a couple of little housekeeping rules. Never touch another person's toad. So you have to retrieve your own toads at the end of your go. If you touch somebody else's toad, you lose all your points. And the most important rule of all, a toad thrown in anger will result in a lifetime ban from the sport. Yoav's on his final written warning, so... Yeah, definitely. So we're playing like a kind of World Cup Wimbledon type knockout, so there's 8 teams on each side. These 2 teams are going to play, with the winner of that is going to play the winner of these 2, and so on until we have a finalist. So we'll start with 2 teams on the red board, 2 teams on the green board. So if we start from the top, it's who gives a hook around? Yeah, okay, so who gives a hook? Good? Let's go. Let's toad. Hey! Better breakfast! Very much.
Tough toads. Very tough toads, I reckon. Don't worry, man, it's okay. There's no one to play for, mate. Toad, you want to hold, Jeffrey? Oh!
First toad of the year.
Take that.
That's yours will bow versus rolling toad gathers no moss.
So rolling toad gathers no moss. Is that 0? Yeah, that's true. Oh, mate. Come on.
Steady one.
The hole has been turned.
Yeah. Breakfast. Thank you. There only one way.
Got to stack the toes inside the hole.
Oh, call it.
Okay.
You already called. Sorry, that might have been a bum steer. 4 on the top. Solid.
Nice stuff.
Kiss.
Still living, still alive.
Get 3 in and a middle finger.
Oh, right.
Oh, nice. Good.
2 on the top.
Not in, just not.
1 on the top.
Not in, just not.
Yeah!
So they've got another go. They've got another go.
Yeah, but still, that's still pretty good.
It's all right, isn't it?
Okay, 8 points.
Oh, the impossible 8.
The impossible 8. 2, 3. Call it. Oh, so
on me!
Team photo by the board. Yeah. I'd like to thank my mum.
I thank my heavenly landlord, my daily customer, for the hunter's in his stable and a hound in his pack. Thank his own for harvest, for which I took my back, and it feels like a winter spring to eat and holiday. It feels like a rainy night on Boxing Day. Yes, it feels like a winter spring to eat and holiday, and it feels like a rainy night on Boxing Day. Well, the forest is a shipwreck and the vale is full of stone, and it's hard to find a blade of grass some bastard doesn't own. And they take the field up for us, they drove us into town. Now they say there's no work for us and they close the factory down. And it feels like a winter spit to eat and hell to pay, and it feels like a red night on Boxing Day. And it feels like a winter spit to eat and hell to pay, and it feels like a red night on Boxing Day. Well, we're still meeting in the country, got 140 course. You can join the bloody gentry if you can afford a bleeding horse. And we ride along the railway, we pray we don't get caught. God damn you merry gentlemen for your money and your sport. And it feels like a winter spit to eat and hell pay, and it feels like a red night on Boxing Day. Yes, it feels like a winter spit to eat and hell pay, and it feels like a red night on Boxing Day.
Some fire up your ass. No need to know what you're
can lie between her legs and go looking for till I are searching for a soul.
Sandy, my dear dandy, oh, you Brookhouse boys, join me in the beer tent, 'cause I don't mind expense. I bought him a quart of Brookhouse beer, you'd have thought I'd have got more sense. And away, yes, Sandy, join in, my dear dandy. Oh, you Brookhouse boys, says he, you Brookhouse beauty, he did. Come cuddle me in bed, but later on next morning, well, this to me he said, and away, yes, Auntie, my dear Danny. Oh, you Brookhouse boys, can't you have a good side? Well, my girlfriend's a baron player, and she's with her skin strong, nice and tight. She bangs her drum all through the day, and she bangs all through the night. Yes, Auntie, my dear dandy. Oh, you Brookhouse boys, can't you have a good side? Well, she's homeward bound this evening, and with me she will say, so thanks for the shag, you Brookhouse slag, now hop off on your way. Yes, Auntie, my dear dandy. Oh, you Brookhouse boys, can't you have a good side? Well, I slapped him hard and proper and went back to me chopping block. Well, I axed some tiny blanks, just like his tiny cock. And away, yes, Auntie, dandy. Oh, you Brookhouse boys, can't you have a good side? And away, Auntie, my dear dandy. Oh, you Brookhouse boys, can't you have a good side?
Hello, folks. Thank you so much. I usually count up how many raffle tickets we've sold, but
Too late.
Too late. Just take the money, give him the tickets, and don't put them in. All right, come on, people. Last ticket sold.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, what's that?
Over 2,000 tickets.
Yeah, amazing. No, over a thousand tickets. So that's over £2,000, folks.
White, 42.
White, 42. Right, what's next? This beautiful cup made by Matt, that's all that's on there. Matt.
Just there.
Hey, thank you very much. Lovely.
Pink, 351.
Pink 351. Well done, Dan. Under a minute. Yep. Good bonus points. Woods. We will keep you posted on future bowl gatherings. There will be more. We don't know where, and we don't know if it will be next year. Hopefully, we'll have somewhere by next year. I feel like we will, but I don't want to make any promises just now. So yeah, just check our website, check the Woodland Makers Instagram, and we'll rise again. Thank you very much, guys.
So there you have it, my friends. That is a wrap for Bowl Gathering 2023. It has been an absolutely phenomenal event. Apart from this last day where we had a little bit of rain, and even then not that much, the rest of the week has been spectacularly hot. It's been amazing to catch up with old friends as well as catching up with new ones, and also connecting with people that I've only known on social media and now get to meet in real life in person. There's been a myriad of things going on. I've learned a lot of things, made some great connections, and I really do appreciate you watching up until the end of this video. If you have done so, like I said at the very beginning, I will put a link below to the Bowl Gathering website. You can find out more information about the event that is held annually here in the UK. So once again, really do appreciate you watching, and as always, I hope whatever you're doing, you have a blessed day, a blessed week ahead. From myself, Zed Outdoors at the Bowl Gathering 2023, peace out.